Welcome back, everybody. The Portland Trail Blazers are home tonight with the Utah Jazz in town. Blazers have won 3 in a row now, and 5 of their last 7. As you can see, CJ McCollum joins us here on Game Time. CJ, good to see you as always. Thanks for being with us. More than a third of the way through the season, you're 5th in the Western Conference. What do you like about this version of the Blazers, and where do you think you can improve?
I think we're just figuring out ways to win games as of late. Obviously, playing against a team like the Memphis Grizzlies, it's going to be low possession, slow pace, them using the full shot clock, and you having to figure out ways to generate offense in the half court and get stops in the half court. And I think tonight, playing against a team like Utah, they're going to move the ball and continue to challenge us in pick and rolls in some of those situations. So I think we've done a pretty good job defending as of late, and offensively, figuring out how to score in the half court as opposed to getting out in transition like we normally do.
CJ, my question for you guys as the Blazers. In Portland, you guys are fantastic. You got to tell me what's going on with you guys in a row. It seems like a different type of team. Is it the defense? Is it the offense on the roll? Is it a combination of both?
I think it's a combination of both, and I think it starts with our offense. Not performing well on offense, not scoring the ball, not shooting well, allows us to have to get back in transition, allows us to have to play when we're turning the ball over. So we got to take care of the ball. We got to generate better offense in the half court on the road, and we have to make shots to make it easier for our defense.
CJ, you also mentioned that you guys are doing a better job in the half court scoring the ball. Now, what have you guys done different in the half court than you weren't doing earlier in the basketball season?
We've tightened up our flow offense, using more reads, tightening up our motion, figuring out how to play off Nurk, how to try to get Mo going early in the game, and how to find the weak side in pick and rolls. And I think that's been one of the biggest differences for us. And it'll be one of the biggest differences going forward is to protect home court and figure out ways to win games on the road.
Hey, CJ, you're the best mid-range shooter in the league right now, 58% at the moment, and 52% from inside the three-point line, which would be a career high for you. Have defenses changed with the emphasis on all the three-point shooting that have allowed you maybe to get different kinds of shots from inside the three-point line that might not have been available a couple years ago?
I think it's changed a little bit. I've actually tried to shoot more threes this season, but early on in the season, they were running me off the line, trying to force me into that middle area of the mid-range in between the three-point line. So I've tried to take full advantage. I'm shooting well from there. Now I got to get back to my old ways of 42-plus from three, and I'll get there in the next month or so.
I don't doubt it. You're a big part of the campaign, or a campaign, I should say, that will benefit the Boys and Girls Club of America this holiday season. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of great work with the Boys and Girls Club. It stems from my childhood and the relationships I developed as a kid. Finding that safe space, being able to do my homework, being able to bond with other kids. And just yesterday I had my Christmas event with 25 kids from the Boys and Girls Club where we went bowling for 2 hours. I provided them with some iPads, some Beats headphones, and some Li-Ning swag. And I'm actually partnered with Amex as we speak. And anything you purchase with your Amex card at the NBA.com store, they'll be giving 10% of the proceeds to the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. So use those Amex cards and buy that McCollum jersey online.
No, that's big time.
Well done. By the way, as for the bowling, what's the average?
I'm not very good, man. I took bowling in high school and I fell off 11 years ago. I'm not the same. I bowled a 79, which is
79.
Whoa.
Wait.
CJ, oh my God! Did you?
I will say this. I was talking a couple times, and some of the kids were bowling for me and rolling gutter balls on purpose, so my score was not the same.
So now
second time I bowled
now you're blaming the kids, CJ.
CJ, let me ask you this question: was the bumpers up or down?
The bumpers were down. I bowled a 114 the second game, but I'm more like a 125, 140 guy.
Okay, all right, that's fair. Okay. That's fair. It's not like
I'm
you don't
not
have
good,
other
though.
things to do.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get nice. My Li-Ning rep, Chris Brown, beat me, and he's sending me videos of his bowling form.
Okay.
I'm gonna get him back next city. I see him, man. We're gonna go bowling.
All
right.
The bowling doesn't matter when you're giving the kids nice gifts like that.
No,
That's true. That's
that.
Hey, I tell you what, though, we'll take some of those nice gifts on set, though. Me and Smitty and Matt, we'll take
79, though, CJ. I can't have that.
Hey, we can forget that 79 if you give us some gifts.
Let me know what type of wine y'all drink, man. I'll send y'all some of Oregon's finest.
Now that's
Oh,
what
there
I do.
you go. Now
There
we're
you
talking.
go, CJ.
Now we're
there
talking.
you go.
See, a negotiation is
Closed mouth
struck.
don't
Things
get
are
fed.
happening here on set.
Still drinking Kool-Aid.
CJ, good luck tonight against the Jazz and the rest of the way. Good to talk to you as always, and happy holidays.
All right, I see y'all, man. Happy holidays to y'all
Appreciate
too.
it, CJ.
Yeah.
CJ McCollum, a bucket getter, as you said, but not a
always
great
said
bowler, apparently.
They need a one-on-one contest, in the All-Star game. And guys with like size, and CJ be one of those guys I think would definitely be in the finals for sure. He can get his own. He's a guy that's crafty enough.
Yeah,
don't you can't speak of that. You're big. You don't
No,
know nothing
I
about
don't know
that.
anything about it, but
Nothing you can
but I
say
tell you
about
what, on screens I've had to guard guys like that. You know, when they switch out, and a guard like CJ McCollum was the type of guard I hated. I couldn't space him because he could step back and shoot it from deep. I couldn't get into him because he could blow by me, and he had all the handles, all the moves. When a big switches on CJ McCollum, you're terrified. He's the type of guard that can embarrass you.
I totally agree. Just watching him, the knees might hurt a little bit with Brendan.
Yeah. Hey, man.
That's why they try to put you out there, right? I mean, that's the whole, the whole idea. to
Yeah,
get
that's
you
why
stuck
that's
out
why they
there
run
on
a
a
bunch
guy
of
like
screening
that.
roles in today's game to get guys like me guarding CJ.
You've been good in our era, Brent. I'm telling you, you've been real good.
Yeah.
You just trapped.
Yeah, to stay. Yeah,
Fish out of